Tom Wesselmann's artwork is really about the time in which it was made and how he carries those motifs and those themes through to contemporary times. This painting in particular is something that was inspired by sketches made in 1962 at the height of the Great American Nude Series, and then he readdresses it in the 90s and sort of reproduces the nude, but in a much more contemporary, erotic, 1990s sort of mode. Pop art is really in the forefront of contemporary art and for collectors because the imagery, I think, for some people is about nostalgia. It's about innovators, turning a world upside down and saying, this is how I now see the world. It's really the epitome of modernism, but the world had gone through what had been the accepted norms in the art world and having that all turned on its head and coming out with a really viable, attractive, and almost sexy kind of art. And I think that's what people are drawn to with pop art. Many of his contemporaries had adopted abstract expressionism where the figure did not play a role, or a rather minimal role. What he did was to adopt the figure and make it front and center in a very graphic and bold way. The Great American Nude Series from the 60s and 70s takes that nude, puts it in the forefront, and elaborates on it with bright colors and flat, very planar surfaces, and everything is outlined in great, bold graphic detail. The type of person that would collect Wesselmann would be somebody who specifically collects works from the 1960s and say they have other works by Warhol, Rauschenberg, Dickinson. This would be a perfect accompaniment to that collection. In addition, anybody who owns works from the modernist period, say with the motif of the odalisque and the nude, anybody who has any works by, say, Matisse that feature figures, this would be a lovely complement to those collections.
When anybody asks me just what country music is, I reply, it's hard to say, but I sure know. I say it's Waylon, Willie, and Liz, Emmylou, Roy, Kitty,